opposed to the silent position.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Vaudeville Elementary School. For our production of Shakespeare, we've had our sixth grade students have worked really hard on this. It's directed by the stewards and a host of parents who've come and put in a lot of time. So this is a really good production. It's a romantic comedy, so feel free to laugh, to clap, to cheer during the presentation. And I'm going to turn the time over to our actors for As You Like It.
Literally, clear shot.
Long ago, two good men who were friends lived in France.
Their lives at court spent with food, fun, and dance. Sir Rowland had 3 sons.
The good duke one daughter.
But fate seemed determined to make their world totter. Their fortunes were changed as Sir Rowland grew old. When he died, the heart of his first son turned cold. He treated his brother Orlando quite badly and kept back the money Sir Rowland lived gladly.
The duke lost his lands to his ambitious brother, so he and his band went to Arden together.
His daughter named Rosalind had a right wit. She'll make sure all is just as you like it.
As I remember, Adam, my father left me but 1,000 crowns in return. Charged my brother to treat me well. For my part, he sees me here, at home, unkept. This is it, Adam. That grieves me. I will no longer endure it.
A master's Orlando. Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Now, sir, what makes you here? Nothing. I'm not taught to make anything. Marry, sir, be better employed. Shall I keep your hogs meat husks with them? What prodigal portion have I spent that has come to such poverty? What boy? Will thou lay hands on me, villain? I am no villain. I'm the youngest son of Sir Rowland du Bois, and he is thrice a villain to say such a father begot villains. Let me go, I say.
Master's Orlando.
No!
The street masters, Orlando, Oliver. Be patient, for your father's memory to be out of court.
Let me go, I say. I will not go till I please. Thou shalt hear me. I'm the youngest son of Sir Rowland du Bois, and my father charged you in his will to give me 1,000 crowns when he passed away. He also charged you to give me a good education. Therefore, allow me such exercise to become a gentleman.
And what will I do? Beg when that is spent, I pray you. Believe me, get you with it, you old dog. His old dog were a word. God be with my old master, he would not have spoken such a word. Is it even so? I will yet give no 1,000 crowns either. Holidays.
Calls your worship?
Was not Charles, the Duke's wrestler, here to speak with me?
So please you, he is here at the door.
Call him in. 'Twill be a good way, and tomorrow the wrestling is.
Good morrow, good Sir Oliver.
Good Monsieur Charles. What is the news at court?
There's no news at the court but the old news. That is, the old Duke is banished by his younger brother, the new Duke.
Can you tell Rosalind, the Duke's daughter, be banished with her father?
Oh no, for the new Duke's daughter, her cousin so loves her that she would die to stay behind her.
Where will the old Duke live?
They say he's already in the forest of Arden, many merry men with him. There they live at the old Robin and
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke?
Marry do I, sir. I understand that your younger brother Orlando hath a disposition to come against me to trifle. He is so young but tender, therefore I am glad I came hither to acquaint you with him.
Charles, I bid thee, thou shalt find I will kindly reply. I'll tell thee, Charles, he is a secret and his villainous contriver against me. I had as a leaf like this, break his neck as his finger. I assure thee, there's not one so young and so villainous this day living.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If you come tomorrow, I shall give him his payment. If you ever come home, I shall never wrestle with him once more. So God keep your worship.
Farewell, good Charles. I hope I shall see an end to him. for my soul, yet I not know why. Hates nothing more than he. This wrestler shall grieve all.
Is yonder the man? Even he, madame.
Alas, he's too young, yet he looks successfully. How now, daughter and cousin, are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege, so please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him. Speak to him, ladies. See if you can move him. Call him hither, good Monsieur Legault. Do so. I'll be not by.
Monsieur the Challenger, the princess calls for you. I attend her with all respect and duty. Young man, have you challenged Charles the wrestler? No, fair princess. He's the general challenger, but I come in his other stew to try with the strength of my youth.
Gentle cousin, let us be Persian.
Do, young sir, we're making our suit to the Duke that the wrestling might not go forward. I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, but let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial. If I be killed, there's but one dead that is willing to be so. I shall do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world no injury, for in it I have nothing. The little strength I have, I would have with you.
And mine, to eke out hers.
Very well.
Of course, sorry to be with you.
Come, where's this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with his mother?
Ready, sir.
You shall try, but one fall.
No, you shall not entreat him to one second.
You mean to mock me after. You should not have mocked me before, but come your ways. Young man,
No more, no more. You cannot speak, my lord. Bear him away. What is thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boys.
I would thou hadst been son to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did find him still mine enemy. But fare thee well, thou art a gallant youth. I would thou hadst told me of another father.
Were I my father?
Did I do this?
I am proud to be Sir Roland's son, and will not change that calling. My father loved Sir Roland as his soul, and all the world is of my father's mind.
Gentle cousin, let us go and thank him, encourage him.
Sir, you well deserved. Young gentlemen, wear this for me. Shall we go, cousin?
Aye, very well for a gentleman.
Can I not say I thank you? He calls us back. Did he call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Shall we go, cuz?
Aye, very well. What passion hates these weights upon my tent? Oh, Orlando, if thou art overthrown.
Sire, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place, for such as now in Duke's condition he misconstrues all that you have done.
Thank you. And I pray you tell me this. Which of the two was daughter of the Duke?
Indeed, the smaller is his daughter. The other is the daughter of the banished Duke. The people praise her for her virtues and pity her for a good father's sake. Sir, fare you well, and hereafter in a better world than this, I desire more knowledge of you.
Fare you well. Thus must I from the smoke unto the smother, from tyrant Duke unto a tyrant brother. But heavenly Rosalind,
While the historically styled costumes form in this production, students obviously has music between scenes and hopefully makes them play themes more apparent as the
That's right.
Why, cousin? Why, Rosalind? Cupid have mercy? Not a word?
not one to throw at a dog. Oh, how about briars is this working day world?
Come, wrestle with thy affections.
But to take part in a battle wrestler with myself.
No, let me. Oh, you put the website. Oh, damn, look.
Keegan. Looks like he's stuck in the thing.
She is banished. Her now citizen is on me, my liege. I cannot live without her company. You are a fool. You need. If you outstay the times, you die. Oh, my poor Rosalind. Wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I will give thee mine. Prithee be cheerful. Knowest not the Duke hath banished me? His daughter?
That he hath not.
No, hath not. Say if thou canst, I go on feet.
Now whither shall we go?
See my uncle, your father, in the forest of Arden.
Alas, what danger will it be to us, maids as we are, to travel forth so far? Were it not better that I suit me on points like a man?
What should I call thee when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse name than Job's page, and therefore, look, you call me Janity. What will you be called?
Aliena.
Your cousin, what if we steal the clownish fool out of your father's court? Would he not be a comfort to our travel?
Here you go, old wide worldling. Now let's go. Get our jewels and our wealth together. We go in content to liberty and not to banishment.
Now, my brothers in exile, are not these woods more free from peril than that of the envious court? Sweet are the uses of adversity, and this our life, exempt from public harm, finds tongues in the trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in the stones, and good in everything. I would not change it.
Happy is your grace that can translate the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet and so sweet to sight.
Come, shall I go and call us venison?
Indeed, my lord, the melancholy jackets grieves at that.
Today, my lord of Amiens and myself did steal behind him and to lay along under an oak, to place a poor stag that from a hunter's aim had taken a hurt. They come to languish him.
But what said Jackets?
Poor dear, quoth he, thou makes a testament.
And did you leave him in this contemplation?
We did, my lord, weeping commenting.
Upon the sobbing deer.
Show me the place. I love to cope him in these sullen fits, for then he's full of matter.
Can it be possible that no man saw them?
I cannot hear of any that can see her. My lord, the clown is also missing, the wrestler that did foil, and only Charles is surely in their company.
Bring his brother and me. I'll make him find them.
why? What's making you here?
Why, what's the matter?
Your brother hath heard your praises, and this night he means to burn the lodging and you within it. Do not come in the house of Buckminster, do not enter it.
Why, wouldst thou have me go and beg my food?
Do not so. I have 500 crowns. 50 higher I saved under your father. Let me be your servant. Though I look old, yet I am strong and lusty. For my youth I never required hot and rebellious liquors in my blood. Therefore my age is as a lusty winter. Frost is the kind of me go to you.
Oh, good old man, we'll go along together.
Here lived I was fourscore, but now live here no more.
Oh, Jupiter, how weird are my spirits. I could find in my heart to disgrace my man's apparel and cry like a woman. But I must comfort the weaker vessel. Therefore, courage.
I pray you, bear with me. I cannot go no further.
For my part, I'd rather bear with you than bear you. This is Boris of Arden. Now I'm in Arden, the more flag. When I was at home, I was in a better place. But travelers must be content. Be so be touched on. What can you come here?
That is the way to make her scorn you still.
O Corn, thou knowest I do love her.
I partly guess, for I have loved ere now.
O Corn, being old, thou canst not guess, having drawn to by fantasy into thy most ridiculousness.
Into 1,000. That I had forgotten.
O Corn, thou knowest I do love her so heartily. O Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe.
Joe, this servant's fashion is much upon my fashion.
I pray you, what are you questioning, young man? If he for gold will give us any food, I flee almost to death.
Holla, you clown!
Peace, he's not my kinsman. Good evening to you, friend.
And to you, gentle sir, and to you all.
Good sir, here's a maid with trouble much oppressed, and faints for succor.
Fair sir, I pity her, but I am shepherd to another man. Besides, his cottage, his flocks are now on sale.
I pray you, if it stands with honesty, buy those cottage, pasture, and the flocks.
And we will mend thy wages.
Go with me. If you like the soil, the profit, and this kind of life, I will buy it with your gold right suddenly.
melancholy out of his song as a weasel sucks eggs. More, I pity, more.
My voice is rugged. I know I cannot please you.
I do not desire you to please me. I desire you to sing. Will you sing?
Well, I'll end the song.
The Duke hath been all this day to you.
And I have been all this day to warden. Come, Morgul, come. I'll give you a verse I made yesterday. Thus it goes, if it do come to
most fools is he, and if he will, come unto me.
What's that, Duke Dame?
'Tis a Greek invocation to call fools into a circle.
I'll go seek the Duke. His banquet is prepared.
Dear master, I can go no further. Oh, I die of food. Here I lay down and measure out my rigor. Farewell, kind master.
Why, how now, Adam? Live a little. Cheer thyself a little. If this ugly forest feels anything savage, I will either be food for it or breed food to thee. Yet thou lies snugly here. Come now, I will bear thee to some shelter.
That's my favorite one. What? Happy laugh.
Why, how now, monsieur? What a life is this, that your poor friends must woo your company. What, you look merrily.
A fool, I met a fool in the forest, a motley fool. As I do live by food, I met a fool. Good morrow, fool, quoth I. No, sir, quoth he. Call me not fool till heaven has sent me fortune. Then he drew a dial from his poke and says very wisely, It's 10 o'clock. 'Tis but an hour ago since it was 9, and after an hour more 'twill be 11. And so from hour to hour be ripe and ripe, and then from hour to hour be rot and rot. When I did hear the fool should be so deep contemplative, I did last dance in admission, an hour by his dial. Oh, noble fool, motley's the only wear.
But what fool is this?
One that hath been a courtier. Oh, that I were a fool, I am ambitious for a motley coat.
Then thou shalt have one.
There then, how then, what then, but who comes here? Forbear, deep no more. Why, I have been none yet, but forbear, I say.
What would you have? Your gentleness shall force more than your force moves us to gentleness.
Speak you so gently, pardon me, I pray you.
And therefore sit ye down in gentleness and take what help we have.
There is an old poor man who hath after me many a weary step, linked in pure love till I be first sufficed. I will not touch of it.
Go find him out, and we will nothing waste till you return.
I thank ye, and be blessed for your good comfort.
Thou seest we are not all alone and happy. This wide and universal theater presents more woeful pageants than the scene wherein we play in.
All the world is stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Then, the whining schoolboy, with a shining white face creeping like snail unwittingly to school. Then the lover, sighing like furnace. And then the soldier, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts, his big manly voice turning again toward childish trouble. Pipes and whistles in his sound. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Welcome. Welcome. Set down your venerable burden and let him feed. Give us some music and good cousins sing. father. Give me your hand and let me all your fortunes understand.
Did he eat carrots? He was like this, bring all the carrots, like a rabbit.
Not seen him since? Not seen him since? Sir, that cannot be. Find out thy brother, bring him dead or living, or turn thou no more to thy land. All things we do see in our hands.
Oh, your highness knew my hardness. I never let my brother in my life.
More villain thou, let my officers do this expediently.
Hang there my verse in witness of my love. Oh, Rosalind, these trees shall be my looks. Run, Orlando, carve another tree. The fair and unexpressive she.
And how do you like this shepherd's life, Master Touchstone?
Truly, in respect is in the field, pleaseth me well, but in respect is not at court, it is tedious. Hast any philosophy, shepherd?
No more, but that I know that the property of rain is to wet, and fire to burn, and that a great cause of the night is luck of the sun.
Wast ever at court, shepherd?
No, truly.
Then thou art damned.
For not being in court, your reason?
Why, if thou never wast at court, then thou never sawest good manners. If thou never sawest good manners, then thy manners must be wicked. And wickedness is sin, and sin is damnation. Thou art in a parlous state, shepherd.
Not a whit, Touchstone. Those that are good manners in the court are as ridiculous in the country as the behaviors of the country are most mockable at court. Sir, I am a true laborer. I earn that I eat, get that I wear, owe no man hate, envy no man's happiness, glad of other man's good, content with my heart. Here comes young Master Ganymede.
From the east to western inns, no jewel is like Rosalind. Let no face be kept in mind, but fair of Rosalind.
All right, you so 8 years together. Dinners and suppers and sleeping hours accepted. Out, fool! For a taste, if a heart do lack a hind, let him seek out Rosaline. They that reap must sheaf and bind, then to part with Rosaline. Sweetest nut hath sourest rind. Such a nut is Rosaline. This is a very false style of verses. Why do you infect yourself with them?
Peace, you little fool. I found them on a tree.
Truly, the tree yields bad fruit.
Peace, here comes my sister.
How now? Back friends, shepherd? Go off a little. Go with him, small. Didst thou read these verses?
Oh, yes, I heard them all.
Trow you, who hath done this?
Is it a man?
A chain. You want some more about his neck? Change your color?
Nay, but who is it?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, most wonderful, wonderful, and yet again wonderful.
Nay, tell me who it is quickly.
It's young Orlando who tripped up the rest of those heroes, and your heart, both in an instant.
Nay, speaks that brow and true maid, Orlando?
Orlando.
Alas the day, what shall I do with my doublet and hose? What did he when thou sawest him? What said he? How looked he? What makes he here? Did he ask for me? How remains he? When parted he with thee? And when shalt thou see him again? Answer me in one word.
'Tis a word too great for any mouth of this age of size.
But doth he know that I am in this forest and in a man's apparel? Looks he as fresh as he did the day he wrestled?
He was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, ominous, he comes to kill my heart.
I'd sing my song without a chorus.
Do you not know that I'm a woman? When I think, I must speak. Say on.
Soft, comes he not here? I'll tarry no longer with you. Farewell, good senior love.
I'm glad of your departure. Adieu, Monsieur Melancholy.
You sound like saucy Latin. Do you hear, Forster?
Very well, what will you do?
I pray you, what is it o'clock?
You should ask me what time of day, for there's no clock in the forest.
And there is no true lover in the forest, else sighing every minute and groaning every hour, will detect time as well as clock.
Are you native of this place? Your accent is something finer.
I have been told so of many, but indeed this uncle of mine taught me to speak, and he was one who courtship too well, for he fell in love. I have heard him recount many lectures against it.
I pray thee recount some of them.
No, there is a man haunts this forest that accuses our young plants of carving Rosalind on the barks. I would give him some good counsel.
I am giving you so love shake. I pray you tell me your remedy.
There are not my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me to know him in love.
I would I could make thee believe I love.
Me believe it? You may soon make she that you love believe it. But are you so much in love as your rhymes speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason could express how much.
Nay, I would cure you if you would call me Rosalind and come every day to a woo.
I would not be cured, youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind. Come, sister, will you go?
The gods have made thee poetical.
Be it as it may be, I will marry thee, and to that end I have been with Sir Oliver Martex, the vicar of the next village, who hath promised to meet me here in this place of the forest, and to couple us. I am fain to see this meeting.
Well, the gods give us joy.
Amen. A man may, if he were of fearful heart, stagger in his attempts. But what though? Courage! Here comes Sir Oliver. Sir Oliver Martex, you are very well met. Shall we go with you to your chapel? Why is there none here to give the woman? Proceed, proceed. I'll give her. Good even, good master, what you call? You are very well met. And will you, being a man of your breeding, be married under a bush like a beggar? Get you to a church and have a good priest that can tell you what marriage is. Go thou with me, and let me counsel thee. Come, sweet Audrey. Farewell, good Master Oliver. Wind away, be gone, I say. I will not to wedding with thee today. Oh well, 'tis no matter, and your fantastical name of them all shall flatter me after my calling. Never talk to me. I will weep. Have I not cause to weep? As good cause as one would desire. Therefore, weep. But why did he swear he would come this morning and comes not? Nay, certainly there's good truth in it. Not true in love? Yes, in. But I think he is not in. But you heard him swear downright he was. Was is not is. Who comes here?
Mistress and master, you have oft inquired after the shepherd that complained of love.
Well, and what of him?
If you will see a pageant truly played between the pale complexion of true love and the red glow of scorn proud disdain, go, hence a little, if you will mark it.
Oh, come, let us remove the sight of lovers' feet with those in love.
Sometimes it's hard to be alone.
Sweet Phoebe, do not scorn me. Do not, Phoebe.
Thou tellest me there is murder in mine eye. Now I frown on thee with all my heart. And if mine eyes can wound, let them kill thee. Oh, for shame, for shame. Lie not, to say mine eyes are murders. Now shall thy wound mine eye hath made in thee.
Oh, dear Phoebe, if ever you meet in some fresh the power of fancy, let thine know the wounds invisible that love keen's arrows make.
But till that time, come down not near me.
And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother, that you insult, exalt, and all at once, over the wretched? Why, what means this? Why do you look so upon me? Odds, my little lad, I think she means to take my eyes too. No faith, my mistress, hope not after it. But mistress, down on your knees, and thank heaven fasting for a good man's love, for I must be friendly in the ear. Sell when you can. You are not for orchids.
Sweet youth, I pray you chide a year together. I'd rather hear you chide than this man would.
I pray you not fall in love with me, for I am false with 1,081 wine. Besides, I like you not.
Dear shepherd, now I find thy saw of mine. Whoever loved that loved not at first sight.
Sweet Phoebe,
What sayest thou, Sylvius?
sweet Phoebe, pity me.
Why, I am sorry for thee, gentle Sylvius. Knowest thou the youth that spoke to me early while? Think not I love him. 'Tis but a peevish boy. Yet he talks well. But for my part, I were cause to hate him than to love him. For what had he to do to chide at me? I marvel why I answered not again. I'll write him a very confident letter. Thou shalt bear it. Wilt thou, Sylvius?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
I'll write it straight. Go with me, Sylvius.
They say you were a melancholy fellow. I am so. I do love it better than laughing. 'Tis good to be sad and say nothing.
Why then, 'tis good to be a post.
I have gained my experience.
And your experience makes you sad. I'd rather have a fool to make me merry than experience to make me sad.
Good day and happiness to you, Rosalind. Nay then, God be with you in your talking like verse.
Farewell, Mr. Traveler. Why, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You a lover? You serve me such a trick. Never come in my sight more.
I come within an hour of my promise.
Nay, I have as lief be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail?
I of a snail. For though he comes slowly, he carries his house on his head. Now come woo me, for I am in a holiday humor, and like enough to consent.
I would kiss before I spoke.
Nay, you better speak first. Am I not your very Rosalind?
I take some joy to say you were, because I would be speaking of her.
Why then? I say, I will not have you.
Then am I a person? I die.
No faith, die by eternity. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and men have died, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my Rosalind of this right mind, for I protest her friend might kill me.
Why, are you not so good?
I hope so.
Why then can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, ask you what you will, and I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Then can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you shall be the priest and marry us.
I cannot say the words.
You must begin. Will you, Orlando, give me your hand, Orlando?
Will you, Orlando, have to wife this Rosalind?
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I did. Then you must say, yes, Rosalind.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2, I will be with thee again.
Nay, go your ways, go your ways. I know what you would prove. That flattering tongue of yours won me. Say, 2 o'clock is your hour?
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
Now, if you come 1 minute behind your hour, 1 jot behind your promise, I will think you the most pathetic of great promise, and the most hollow lover.
So I do.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz. Do you not know how many fathom deep I am in love? I cannot be out of sight of Orlando. I'll go find a tree and a shadow, and sigh till he come.
Now sleep. deer.
Sir, it was I.
Set the deer's horns upon its head for a branch of victory. Have you no song, Forester, for this purpose?
Yes, sir.
Sing it.
My earnest seafarer youth, Phoebe did me give this to you.
She says that I lack manners. She calls me proud, and that she should not love me? Why writes she so to me? Well, Shepherd, well, this is a letter of your own device.
No, I protest. I know not the contents. Phoebe did write it.
Wilt thou love such a woman? Well, go your way and say this to her, that if she loved me, I charge her to love thee. For if she be a true lover, hence, and not a word. For here comes more company.
Good morrow, fair ones. Are not you the owners of the cottage here at hand? This is no boast, but being asked to say we are.
Orlando doth commend to you both, and that you can call him thrall.
He sends this bloody napkin.
What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, for few will know how and why and where this handkerchief will stand. I pray, tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left upon his return again. Within an hour, and pacing through the forest, under an oak, a wretched, ragged man was sleeping on his back. Elias lay couching, head on ground, with cat-like watch, when the decision entered. This scene, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
I've heard him speak of that same brother, and he did render the most unnatural that lived amongst men.
And well he might so do, for I know he was most unnatural. But for Orlando, did he leave him there? Twice he purposed to, for kindness made him give battle to the lioness, who fell quickly before him, and from which turtle in slumber I awakened.
Are you his brother?
Was it you he rescued?
Was it you that so oft contrived to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was since my conversion. But for his bloody napkin, here, upon his arm, the lioness had torn some flesh away, which had bled, and now he fainted, and crying fainting upon Rosalind, free, I bound his wound. And after some small space, and being strong at heart, he sent me hither to you, that you might excuse his broken promise, and to give this napkin, dyed in his blood, and to the shepherd youth, that he in sport doth call his Rosalind.
How now, Ganymede? Oh, sweet Ganymede!
Many will swim when the dew are gone by.
There's more in it. Oh, cousin Ganymede.
Be of good cheer, you, a man, you lack a man's heart.
Would I were at home. Oh, I do so, I confess it.
Will you take him by the arm?
I pray you commend your brother when I'm counterfeiting to him.
This was not counterfeit. Counterfeit, I assure you.
Come, look paler and paler.
Good sir, will you go? That will I, for I must bear answer back on how you excuse my brother.
It's serious.
We shall find a time, Audrey. Patience, gentle Audrey.
Faith, the priest would do now. Hardly all gentlemen fail.
But Audrey, there's a youth here in the forest lays claim to you.
Ah, I know who 'tis. Here comes the man you mean.
'Tis meat and drink to me to see a clown. Is thy name William?
William, sir!
Fair name. Art rich?
Faith, sir, so.
excellent good, yet is not. It is but so-so. Art thou wise?
I, sir, have a pretty way.
I do now remember the saying, the fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. You do love this maid?
I do, sir.
Give me your hand. Art thou learned?
No, sir.
Then learn this in me. I am he.
Which he, sir?
The he, sir, that must marry this woman. Therefore, you clown, abandon the society of this female clown. Thou perishest, or to thy better understanding. Diest, or to wit. I'll kill thee in 150 ways. Therefore, tremble and depart.
Too good, William.
God rest you, merry sir.
Our master and mistress seeks you. Come, away, away.
Is it possible that on such little acquaintance you should love Elena, and loving woo, and wooing she should grant?
Neither complicated is good question. It shall be to your good. For our Father's house and all of the revenue of the world shall I stake upon you, and here live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. Look you, here comes my Rosalind. Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
It is my arm.
I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded as it is, bit with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited this wound when he showed me a handkerchief?
Aye, and greater wonders than that.
May I know where you are? Nay, 'tis true. For your brother and my sister no sooner met what they looked, no sooner looked what they loved. They're in the very wrath of love.
They shall be married tomorrow. Oh, how bitter it is to look at love through another man's eyes.
Then I will worry you no longer with idle talking. Know of me that I can do strange things. I've conversed with a magician. Tomorrow, if you do love Rosalind, when your brother marries Eliana, you shall marry her. It is not impossible to me to set her before your eyes tomorrow, human as she is.
Speakest thou in sober meanings?
By my life I do. Therefore, put you in your best array, bid your friends. Tomorrow you shall be married to Rosalind, if you will. Look you, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what it is to love.
It is all made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Keegan.
And I for Rosalind. And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, all made of wishes, all made of patience and impatience, all made of purity, all made of trial, and so am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Gary.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
So, if you should be married tomorrow, as you love Phoebe, meet. As you love Rosalind, meet. And as I love no woman, I shall meet.
I'll fail not if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
Tomorrow is the joyful day, Audrey. Tomorrow we will be married.
I do desire it on my heart. The rain is due changing.
By my troth, well met. Come sit. Stand us home.
We are free to sit in the middle.
have promised?
I sometimes do believe and sometimes do not.
Patience once more. You say if I bring in your Rosalynds, you will bestow upon Orlando?
Not what I had I kingdoms to give with her.
And you say you will have her when I bring her.
That would I were I of kingdom's king.
You say you'll marry me if I be willing.
That will I, shall I die thereafter?
But if you do refuse to marry me, you'll give yourself to this most faithful shepherd?
So is the bargain.
I have promised to make all these doubts even. From hence I go to make all these doubts even.
There's sure another flood toward, and these couples are coming to the earth. Salutations and greetings to you all. Good, my lord, bid and welcome. This is the molly-minded gentleman I have so often met in this forest. He hath been a courtier, he swears. I have undone 3 quarrels, have had 4 quarrels, and like to have fought one. And how was that taken up? Faith we met and found the quarrel was upon the 7th cause. How 7th cause? Good, my lord, how like you this fellow? I like him very well. But for 7th cause, how did you find the quarrel on the 7th cause? Upon a lie, 7 times removed, bare your body, more seeming Audrey, I did dissect the cut of a certain courtier's beard. He sent me word he was in mine and was well cut. This is called the quip modest. I sent him word again, it was not well cut. This is called the retort courteous. If again I sent him word, it was not well cut, and he sent me word, he cut it to please himself. This is called the retort courteous. I sent word again, it was not well cut. He sent me word, he disabled my judgment. This is called the reply churlish. If again it was not well cut, he would say, I lie. This is called the quip modest. And so to the lie circumstantial and the lie direct. And how often did he say his beard was not well cut? I durst go no further than the lie circumstantial, though the lie direct was pretty cool. Is this not a rare fellow, my lord? If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
If there be truth in sight, you are my Rosalind.
If sight and shape be true, when then I live with you.
I'll have no father if you be not he. I'll have no husband if you be not he. I'll have no wedding if you be not she.
If truth holds true contents, you and you no cause shall part. You and you are heart and heart. You two as love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. You and you are sure together as the winter to foul weather.
Let me have audience for a word or two. I, the second son of Alder Rod, I bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, hearing how that every day men of great worth are resorted to this forest, to this wild skirts he came, whose meeting with an old religious man, was converted, his crown bequeathing on his banished brother. This to do be true, I do engage my life.
Welcome, young man. Every of this happy number that have endured shrewd days and nights with us shall share the good of our returned fortune. Meantime, play music.
So to your pleasures, I am further than dancing measures.
Stay, Jack, and stay.
To see no pastime on.
Proceed, proceed. We'll begin these rites as we do trust the land in true delight.